Why we do ministry? God wants to reconcile us to himself. Check 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 11 to 19. You see, we have to look at the big picture, or at least the source of this big picture, which is God. God has, arranged everything, this magnificent story, and placed us at specific parts for specific roles that we must play in his great plan of redemption. Ministry is our work in service to God. All day, every day, our focus should be on bringing God glory, because his focus is on bringing glory to himself. And zooming in from the big picture, specifically to us, we could look back and note particular moments where someone was used to bring us to Christ, or someone was used to encourage us when we were down. And at different stages of our lives, we have seen the God using people to help us along the way to fulfill that greater purpose, which is reconciling man to himself. Whatever our ministry is, we'll be urging people to accept Christ and further encouraging them to worship him more. And I said that in the last video about evangelism and discipleship. But the moment we forget this, that's the moment where we fail in ministry. Why is it so important for us to know why? Knowing why is so essential. If you don't know why God gave you that voice, you may be chasing on albums and singles when God wants you just to be in the choir, not even on the worship team. If you don't know why, you may be preaching on a pulpit when God may want you to be doing private discipleship. Not to say that any of these are bad, but it just goes to show that God gives gifts for us to use in ministry, but for each and every person it's not the same application. So you need to understand why you do these things in order to fulfill it properly. It essentially boils down to knowing your purpose. For example, someone could ask me to bake a cake, and I could say, yeah, she look like she gonna get married soon. I'll make a nice wedding cake for her. And I could make the cake, and she probably wanted a birthday cake. The problem there is that I assumed why, and that's what a lot of us do, and that's not what we do in ministry. We ask God why. Asking God why is just like asking the person who asked to bake the cake, why do you want this cake? So we have to have that period of asking God why. God, why did you give me this talent? Why did you give me this gift? Why do you want me to use it in this way? Knowing why allows you to complete your task. First you have to ask why, then understand why, and then just do it. Why am I doing this message? Well, it's a video as part of a bigger series called the Be Different Project by DJ Livestrong. If you do not know who he is, then what's wrong with you? This is part of a mixtape series featuring a lot of music as well as the word. So I will leave the links for you to download the latest mixtape, also the previous one, and yeah, share it with your friends. Go to the website as well. That's it for me. Tony out.